Hello and welcome back to Chaosbane. Last time we went into the Gunnery School and had to stop a number of Chaos cultists and a pretty beefy Bray Shaman from doing a ritual to Nurgle and tainting the entire, I guess all the forages with Nurgle gunk. But now that we did that, we have to talk to Falk again and prepare to fight Reichert. Somehow.
I've been speaking with my colleagues about what they know of Reichert's plans, but they have little to add. Other than getting the forges running, they were kept away from the actual work in the manufacturing chambers. However, I believe there may be a way we can learn more.
How?
When Reichert and his minions took over the complex, a small group of the most senior engineers were separated from the others and taken away. My colleagues assumed they'd been killed.
You believe they are mistaken?
We are talking about the finest engineers in the Empire. Reichert knows their value. He would find a way to use them if he could. Return to the forge complex. Search the areas near the manufacturing chambers. If you can rescue these men, they will be able to tell us exactly what Reichert is planning.
Back to the foundry! Ooh, more Nurgly boys. Haven't seen them in a while. I do have to say, Fantasy has cooler... some cooler Nurgle units and Chaos units in general than 40k. Like some of the more generic guys like this, I like the look of. I mean, there are the Plague Bringers and stuff in 40k, but I feel like you realistically don't see them that often. Ooh. Though I was about to say, I do think they need to have plague zombies, but in fantasy, zombies aren't really Nurgle shtick. Which makes sense because undead is Nagash's deal, but also it kind of sucks because I want to see plague zombies. And then I want to see just screens of chaos zombies, but we don't get that. Slaanesh gets screwed though, but that's entirely the fault of Games Workshop. Slaanesh, how do you represent excess as a demonic appearance thing? I mean, you could do excess of anything and have very fat enemies and be like, oh, well, their excess, their vice that they succumb to was kind of gluttony, and because of that, they're fat. But it kind of works, but also doesn't. I don't know, Slaanesh is such a weird demon and chaos god. It's never been that good. That's why I've always liked Nurgle. Nurgle is just straight up like, yep, my whole deal is infections and making people zombies and stuff. You knew exactly what he was about and how it was going to be represented. Khorne, kind of second verse, same as the first. I'm here to kick ass and corrupt souls, and I'm all out of souls. You knew what he was up to. Otherwise, Tzeentch is another one that falls into that issue. How do you portray a schemer? It's kind of why he's the changer of ways. but still very difficult when you're effectively binding very simplistic concepts to a character and being like, yeah, this is their thing. But that's just me, you know. Games Workshop seems to be doing fine, so they aren't having that much of an issue trying to figure out how to represent these characters.
Oh, I need more time.
Man, that tornado hung around just enough to do the work it needed to. I was expecting it to just bounce away the second I summon it. Yeah, I do not remember those halberd guys. I would have remembered a hobo with a pointy stick. Props to him. It's interesting. It's different. It's the new wave. I was not having it. After a while, I just said, forget it. We're just dropping everything. I'm tired of shooting this guy. Yeah, I might have to just start putting stuff in to my character, into the slots for my character, the gems, but I don't know. I don't know how the scaling works. Is it... I don't know if it's full-blown Diablo, where the higher difficulty I go, the higher stats I can get gear? Because then I mean, I can waste a few fragments, I got enough. But I also don't want to waste them. I am the classic hoarder of video games. I cannot use any resource in case I need it later, and then when I do need it later, I don't want to use it because I might need it even further than that. Man, you should see when I play Skyrim. I always have, like, a cabinet that's just potions. A billion potions that I refuse to sell even though I never use them. Man, I miss Skyrim. I mean, even though the game, with how many times it's been ported, has become a meme, I miss playing it. 2011 was awesome when it came out. I remember every day just finishing classes for college and then just being like, I'm gonna play Skyrim, and then just vegging out and playing Skyrim till I go to sleep. Nothing's held me like that in a long time. There just hasn't been any game that I'm that excited about. And the ones that would have kept me like that are gone. You know, maybe if I got back into Eve, I could just sit around and no-life it. But I don't even know with that. I mean, I kind of was to that degree with even Fallout 76, which I know shocked some people that someone can actually get that engrossed in that game, but I'll admit part of that was just being able to play with friends. Where is this? Where are these senior engineers? Alright, everybody, group up. We're getting all you idiots together just so I can wipe you out in one fell swoop. Ooh, another red piece. Or I even kind of no-life Diablo 3 for a while. Arc 4 doesn't suck, but Blizzard hasn't given me enough... They haven't given me enough reason to believe in them. There's the engineers. Oh, Chaos Knights. Trying to get all the damage output and all the poison procs so that I can proc the poison explosion. Yeah, that tornado, I keep forgetting just how nasty it actually is when it lands.
You're not one of Rikit's men. What are you doing here?
What else? I'm here to rescue you.
But...
Enough questions. A path has been cleared back to the docks. Go! There is nothing more to be done here. I should return to Master Falk and see what he has learned.
The comically large ball and chain. I would say they missed an opportunity to do a DLC on Skaven. No, yeah, they did. I was about to say, but it's not the end times, but who cares? Skaven still ran around and caused problems. Though, typically the Empire would have been like, Ratmen? No, they don't exist, you're insane. And before I talk to Falk, I just remembered something. So, I saw an article saying somehow you could use crabs to power stuff, and it would take like 16 billion crabs to play Doom, because they would somehow provide the computational power. How many crabs do we need to play Skyrim? I'm waiting for Todd Howard to port Skyrim to crabs. But back to Falk.
That was bravely done, Alessa. Losing those men would have been a terrible blow to the Empire. I will speak with them at once. When you return, I should have all the information I need to plan our next move.
Alright, so that is all for now. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to hit the like button. It helps out the channel a lot. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.